All right, we're testing out the new video settings here at a wet Mugello track with pretty much a lot of crap cranked up. Using HDR for the first time, using a ton of different settings that I've never been able to touch before. And with the settings I ran before, which were much, much more lower than this, my frame rate would absolutely crash and die in the wet here at Mugello. So we got 39 AI cars on the track, GT3 cars. Wet race, Mugello, 15 minutes on the clock. We're driving the Mustang. We're mostly here just to test out all the video stuff, make sure everything's working before the big Mustang Monday event tomorrow. And also then put this video side by side with some of my older videos and look at the difference the 4090 and the 9800 X3D has made already. Just, I mean, as you can see right here, this looks phenomenal compared to how it used to look. The depth that there is in the detail of all the cars, on the parts, you know, the things on the side of the track, the spray coming off the cars, the graininess of the track with the moisture on it. Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing how big the difference is. And this is the first time I've ever tried turning on HDR, and that really dropped the frame rate quite a bit, but man, does it look just, there's just so much more depth and richness to all the things that I'm looking at. It looks amazing. So here we go. Look out, I'm in a race, I'm coming through. Rewind, no problem, we're fine. Nope, Mercedes. Gotta make room here, buddy. Oh! Man, this looks incredible. And I mean, the scenario, ooh, that's a little bit of a hit. The scenario we're in now is probably harder than my computer will ever have to work in an actual race scenario, as far as rendering the AI cars and doing all the other pieces that it has to do here. So this is pretty much the ultimate as far as how hard my frame rate will have to be taxed. It seems to be still quite playable. It's not as high as I'd want it to be all the time, but I do feel like, as I said, this is an extreme circumstance. After this, we're gonna go back to some more normal type of stuff with the HDR on and see how that renders. We did start at the back of the pack, so we would have the most amount of cars to see on screen and all that to get started for the race here. But geez, just look at the way the spray hangs over the track up there, and the way all the lighting effects look on the side of the track. The way the taillights show through the rain. It didn't look anywhere close to that before. Not to mention the reflections we're getting with the ray tracing and the puddles and stuff like that. This adaptive AI is pretty sweet too. Pretty good challenge. There's still a big element missing to rain that I hope they fix soon, and that is, you know, when you're going 100 miles an hour, the raindrops should streak up the window faster than when you're just sitting still, and they don't change speed at all, depending on your car's speed, which to me is a pretty big oversight on the immersion of the rain feel. But with all the other dynamic elements that they introduced, I'm not surprised they didn't have time to get that perfected. What do we make it up to here? 27th? Few positions gained. It's interesting in weather like this, I don't know what kind of setups or anything it makes the AI cars use. It seems like they're faster than me on the straight, but very slow in the corners, so it's like they don't have a wet setup, which is really interesting as far as the variable AI goes. But otherwise, as I said, it's pretty good the way they're challenging me. They're not just stepping out of the way. That was a risky maneuver. Alright, what do we move up to now? 20th. 7 positions gained that lap. Hey, we just gave him a little bump. These guys are super slow through here. Lifted the front end off the ground when I got hooked on the back of that Ferrari. Had no steering for a second. I'm really curious now as to if I can make it through this whole pack and win this 15-minute race with the adaptive AI. Are they gonna, are the leaders getting faster and faster because it's adapting to how fast I'm going back here? It's definitely getting harder to make my way through at this point. I definitely was able to just crowd him into slowing down right there, which wouldn't have happened in a real race. Same there. Bastard hit me. Are we back to 20th now? 19th? Come on. How'd you make that stick? The adaptive AI seems to have cranked itself up. Seem to be lacking a little bit of speed on the straights. Could be the dents I put in that front bumper running into people, maybe. Keep losing it right there. Wow, that guy just slid it sideways. Did you see that? That's a freaking AI car just did that. That guy just spun out. How many more positions can we make up? The last lap. Like I was going so slow. Porsche got loose and screwed me up. Blocking the Beamer. All right, we finished with 11X in 21st position. Oh man, does this not look incredible with the HDR turned on and all the other pieces? Dramatic difference from how iRacing looked before.